Okay, so on this first one that you sent me, what you want to do here is we want to figure out what values will give us 1 right here. But first, we want to take care of the square root. And so let's see, we got cotangent of s squared is equal to 1. So when we square root, we got to put a plus or minus right here. So now we're looking for where cotangent of s is equal to plus or minus 1. And so we've got to find those points on the unit circle. And so I think the issue, from I can tell from your answer right here, it looks like the only problem you, oh, okay, I see that you included the negatives. Um, let's see, so our interval goes from negative 2 pi to pi. And so looks like we might be missing a few still here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a unit circle so we can try to look at this right here. So I think you're on the right track because you've got these points right here, right? That's where cotangent is going to be 1 or negative 1. And so you have the pi over 4, which is good. That's inside the interval. And then I think this one over here should be 3 pi over 4. So that should be another one. Okay, so that's that's the positive angles we've got, our positive radians we have right there. And so then now you're going to have to go clockwise around and find the negative ones. And so let's see, this one would be negative pi over 4, right? Okay, and then this one over here, this would be negative 3 pi over 4. Okay, and so as we keep going around, so let's see, 1, 2, 3. This would be negative 5 pi over 4 right here. Okay, and then this one over here would also give us negative 7 pi over 4. So that's looking at the interval right there from negative 2 pi all the way to positive pi. So in red, I did the part basically from 0 to pi, which is over here, which that one's obviously not included. But that's where I got those two results. And then in the blue, that's where I started looking at going all the way around to negative 2 pi, which is right here. So I started going clockwise around. So negative pi, negative 3/4 pi, negative 5 pi over 4, and then negative, that should be a 7 right there, negative 7 pi over 4. So it looks like got quite a few answers there. Looks like there's 6 of them. So try that out, and if you're still having issues, just let me know. What made this problem particularly challenging is the interval they gave us. Okay, so down here, here's the second one you sent. And so we know we're dealing with sine. And so you're having to find A and B. And you did great on the A part. You found out that A is equal to 2. That's the amplitude right there. Now the formula right here for B, if you want to know the period, okay, so the period is how long it takes for a cycle to occur. And so that's 2 pi divided by B. And so if you look right here, how long does it take to run a full cycle? It would be right there, which would be at halfway to pi. There's pi right there. So this is halfway to pi. So that's what the period is. So here's the formula to find your period if you're given the equation. So we're going to work backwards here. So we're going to take 2 pi divided by b, and we're going to set that equal to pi over 2. And so now we need to solve for b, and that'll be the value that goes right there. Okay? So what we can do is we can start by multiplying by b on both sides to get rid of that right there. So now we have 2 pi is equal to pi over 2 times b. And then to get rid of that, what we'll do, to isolate b, we'll multiply by the reciprocal, which would be 2 over pi, right? Multiply by 2 over pi. The pi's cancel, 2's cancel. So we isolate the b. And then over here on the other side, looks like the pi's cancel out, and we're left with 2 times 2, which is 4. So our final result should be 2 sine of 4x. Okay? So if you have any more questions, go ahead and email them to me, and I'll try to get back to you as fast as I can.